Hi guys, it's Rhea Rigel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to do a copper cut crease on my daughter, so I want to walk you guys through the process. Thank you for tuning in. Perfect. So now that I got her all prepped and clean and moisturized, I am cleaning up her eye. I'm using my Cinema Secrets 5-in-1 palette here, so I'm just going to clean up her brows, and also I'm using this as a eyeshadow base to cancel out some of the color in her eye. So now that I've done that, I am going to go in with my transition color, and I'm going to pack it on there really heavily, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. And this is to give her eye some shape and some dimension here. And I'll put the colors in the comment that I use for this. So again, I'm giving shape and just blending that color out to the gods. And I'm going in with a different color, a little bit darker color here, and give a little bit more depth to her eye. This here is like a cranberry type of color. And I am going to give a little bit more depth and go inward to her inner eye to give more shape to it. So I am going to cut crease now. I'm going to start in the inner corner in the tear ducts of her eyes. And she has almond shaped eyes. So I'm going to go up and follow the natural bone of her eye. And I will then just go ahead and pat the color all over for a shadow base on there that I can use for the golden copper color. I'm not going to take it all the way to the outer corners of her eye. I'm just going to kind of leave it, and then I'll blend it out with my transition color. This is a champagne gold color, so like kind of like a bright gold color. And then on the other side, I'm going to go in with a copper gold. And as you'll see it as I get closer when I finish with the look. I'm going to turn her sideways so I can see more. But yeah, this is a copper gold color. I'm just going to pat it in there so the eyeshadow is pigmented for me. There we go. I'm going to pick up some more shadow and just pat it on there so everything is all smooth out. And I will go back in as well with my color, and I'm going to blend out the edges there so you don't see demarcations where I ended the actual shadow, but you'll still get the cut crease. I put on her liner on one eye. I'm finishing up the other eye here. I didn't really like this eyeliner, so I'm not going to recommend it on here, but it did work for its purposes on here. And you'll get to see the colors on her eyes next. So as you can see, I'm all done. I added the gold on there. I'm trying to be really careful that I don't get the gold all the way down to the liner. And I just did her mascara. I had her look down. I told her to look down. She looked up. But I had her look down, and I'm going to use that before I actually put on her lashes. I've already cut and measured them off camera, and I'm just going to place them on there. Wait till they get a little tacky. And I'm going to have her look up so you can actually see these lashes. I really love these lashes. And these are some wispy lashes, just some common lashes that I got from Ardell. I did the same on the other side, but for this side, I'm going to use some tweezers so I can really get in her inner corner here. And I'll have her look up so you can see the completed look of her eyes. Perfect. Now I'm going to remove the tape in the next look, and I am going to put on her foundation. I color matched her off camera on her jawbone. I matched what color went perfect with her, and I'm using Smashbox 15-hour wear foundation on her. So as we get started, I am going to go ahead and conceal some with peach color. I'm going to conceal all of her dark spots on there. And also I'm going to lighten up around her mouth. It's a little bit dark. Your forehead and your mouth typically tends to be a little bit darker. And I'm just going to go ahead and cancel out some of that color so she has an even color, and I can build my own highlight and contour where I want the light to be drawn on her face. So I just go ahead and blend it in so it doesn't look too spotty underneath my foundation. And now I'm applying her foundation. I'm going to apply it all over. And I'm kind of what we call stippling it onto her face. I'm kind of like trying to press it into the skin on here rather than wipe it in, because I wanted to get me full coverage there. So I'm going to finish off the other side of her face, still stippling it in, make sure that I go all the way down to her jawline. And now I'm highlighting as well underneath her eyes. I'm going to do both eyes. I'm going to do her forehead. I'm going to go down the bridge of her nose, her cupid's bow, and then also her chin and highlighting. And I'm using my Cinema Secret 5-in-1 concealer and foundation palette. And I'll list all of the colors that I use. I'll list them in the comment. So I'm going to go ahead, and on her forehead, this is where I want the light to shine and hit. So I went ahead and highlighted there. And then as you see, I'll go all the way down the bridge of her nose. So I'm just highlighting where I want the light to draw, and I kind of follow where the light would naturally draw to someone's face, but also thinking about what shape and dimension I want to give to her face. So I'm trying to, as we say, snatch her nose and make it look smaller. she naturally, I just follow the shadow of the face as far as highlighting underneath the jawbone on there to give more dimension. I just follow that natural line and I bring it inwards into her lips, and I kind of blend it down. Anywhere that you contour, you have to highlight as well if you want to draw more depth to it. So I blended it all out here. This is the highlight. She looks a little bit white, but I'm going to go back in then with my contour. So I'm using the same Cinema Secret 5-in-1 Pro foundation and concealer here, and I'm using like a red color, and I'll list it in the comments. But on here I am just contouring around, as we call that, is the 3 around there, her forehead, her next to her eye, and also her jawbone. So I am going to go up into her brows to kind of give her nose a more snatched look and make it look narrow. I'm going in eyebrow, then I'm going to pull it down her nose to make her nose look snatched. And one thing I've always loved to do is you always have to blend it out. Blend, blend, blend to the gods. Yes, honey. And I am now going to create balance between her upper and bottom look eye. I'm doing a white liner here. I want to open up her eye a little bit, so I'm going to do the white liner. If she already had big eyes, I would not put white underneath it. But now I'm going to match the colors up. So I'm going to create what we call balance in her eyes. So I'm going to put some of the color that I put on the top on the bottom so we can balance it all out for her, and it looks even, so it doesn't look so heavy on the top and with nothing on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and balance it out, starting with the lighter color and then moving inward to the dark. Now I'm applying mascara. She already has gorgeously long bottom lashes. I'm so jealous. So I am just going to apply some mascara on them so they show up more. As you can see, look at that. Oh my God, look at that. Yes, honey, yes. And what I'm doing here, I'm just continuing to blend it out. I have a little bit color. Now I am spraying her, and we are about to highlight to the gods. Yes, the bridge of her nose, the bow, her cheekbones. I'm going to highlight her Cupid's bow here. On here, and after that I'm gonna have her blush. So I'm gonna have her smile, and then I put the blush on there. This is a MAC blush, I'll list it in the comments, but I'm having her smile and doing it on the apples of her cheeks, and then I'm just drawing it upwards from there. Now I am working on her lips, so I'm putting on a liner that's about 3 or 4 shades darker than her. It's a brown, it's a NYX liner on here, and I'm being careful to round it, the edges of her lips, because I want it to look like she's like puckering her lips. And I'm gonna blend it inwards on there, and then I'm going to add a pink nude color to the center of it. And from that pink nude, I'm going to blend it out with a brush, and then I'm going to add a gloss on top of it so it all blends in. Just stay tuned and watch. Now that she has that pink color on there, I am going to blend, blend, blend. I love this pink. This is a Smashbox color pink, and I'll list what it is here. And then after that, I have a basic gloss on here, and it's just one of the Victoria's Secret glosses that I have. I love the smell of it. It's really glossy, and it has a little bit of shimmer to it, but also it smells so good. So I'm going to show you next the semi-finished look. I haven't put it on her brows yet, but I love this look, even without the eyebrows. Honestly, I forgot that I didn't do her brows, and I have to go back in and do them. So I'm going to have you look. That is the copper cut crease, and she is highlighted to the gods. Yes, yes. She doesn't even really need much with her eyebrows because she already has pretty full eyebrows, so I'm kind of jealous. But look at this look. This look would have been perfect even without the brows on here. But I'm going to go ahead and fill in her brows. So I brush them up so the hair is all in the same direction. And I go about 2/3 of the way in. I'm going to go underneath her brow first. And then I'm going to go on top to make the line match. And I'm going to as well connect her arch. I'm not going to use too much because it's already dark. Her eyebrows are already pretty thick and full. But I just wanted to make sure that we didn't go in too far to her cloud because I didn't want to make it look too dark on here. So I'm just giving a little bit of shape to the end of her eyebrows and making sure it goes to the end of her eye. And then I'm going to go over her arch to kind of fill it in. But yes, her eyebrows are so gorgeous, gorgeous. And I'm just going to clean up underneath to make sure that the lines are straight and these eyebrows are perfect for me. So here's the before and here is the after. Yes, honey. Yes, I love the highlight. This gold copper crease looks good on her. She is highlighted to the gods, blended and contoured.